Okay, the fitness industry. If you don't know, I've been in the fitness industry for like 25 years, maybe 30, I don't know. I got my degree in early 90s. So, okay, let's say over 25 years. Um, and back in the day, I like if I when I went to like fitness conferences and stuff like that, it's so I used to make a joke or a joke saying that a lot of the presenters. I'm not talking about bodybuilding and fitness because that's kind of something else. But me, fitness people who, the I won't say classier form of fitness, but like the group fitness and everything that's kind of industry looking, as opposed to just bodies and Instagram and stuff like that, which is just aesthetics. Fitness as in, health, longevity, that part of the industry. Not necessarily looking like a model, So, but it's kind of like Hollywood in the sense. Like what I kind of saw it as very, very cliquey, and a lot of people who went into the fitness industry, it's kind of like going from the top of the totem pole, and as you go down, you decide to do the fitness industry. Let's say you try to be a world-class ballet dancer or a world-class actor, jazz, dance, like Olympic athlete even, and you're past your prime or you did it already and there's nothing else for you to do, so then you kind of go into fitness. Kind of like people who want to be models or actors and they audition and they can't get any jobs, so then they either become a waiter or they go into porn or do, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you get what you get when you go down the totem pole. Kind of like when I was going to school, a lot of people were using the program I was in, exercise science, as pre-med, trying to go into medicine, but then medicine was at the top. But if you couldn't do that, you would go into dentistry, then veterinary medicine. You would keep trying, going down the rung on the totem pole of what was the graded, the top rated, and go down and see what you can get. I kind of saw that as the the fitness industry. There are a lot of egos there, a lot of people who needed validation, needed a following. It's all about following people, and this is before Instagram, right? So it was a lot of that, and very cliquey, who you knew, and I never fit in with that, you know what I mean? The reason I brought this up was because I was watching a Sam Vaknin video, an older one, on cults, narcissistic cults, I believe, or narcissists and their cults and their followers, which pretty much is kind of the relationship with someone who's narcissistic. They need people to validate them. They need their group of people to validate them. And it just made me think of the industry I'm in, and it's kind of a catch-22 because if I want to work more online, need people to follow and like what I'm doing. So it's a catch-22 in my head. You know what I mean? I guess a better word would be creating a community. I think it's just the way you see it in your head that determines whether it's healthy or toxic. You know what I mean? Creating a community, I think, gives us air open to interaction There's just people together, you know, like a meetup type thing, as opposed to fans, which are, you know, people adulating someone, you know what I mean? But I digress. That was just off the top of my head, just trying to put things into words when I have an idea that comes to my head. I don't do any preparation for this. I kind of have the idea, the feeling, and I want to get it out. And what prompted me to do this video and the one before this right now was I saw a Roberto Blake blog post or video post, and he talks about, you know, getting YouTube subscribers and all that stuff. And his channel, he has about 400,000 subscribers. He's a pretty average guy. He's built a business. His YouTube channel isn't the biggest, and a lot of his videos don't get a lot of views, respectively or comparatively to the amount of subscribers he has, because he does different content that cater to different people. But he does say things that are motivating. He brought an example of someone from 10 years ago who put up 100 videos and only got 75 subscribers out of it, to just kind of pull back and show what the grind is on these types of endeavors. Some people make it big very quickly, and for most it's just a grind, you know what I mean? And that was inspiring to me, so that's why I shot these videos. And I've been pretty good with doing the videos. I collect a few and then I upload them and schedule them. And 2 years ago I had done several a day. I wanted to try to do content, and that was going overboard. Just to get into a rhythm that's consistent and just stick with it and not take like almost a year off from not doing anything. And to see the reason why I'm doing this also, besides growing a channel and trying to put my mark everywhere to to live off of, you know, but also to live off things that I like to do and talk about, but also to just kind of go back to this being my personal diary, right? Which is a major factor in it also, which is why I kind of like to talk about this and get this out of my system. Before I even started seeing therapists, I was talking to the camera, and now people who are watching it, at least a handful on the lowest videos, and sometimes if I hit something on the head, it'll be a few hundred. It all depends. I'm experimenting with different things to get people to kind of pay attention to this, you know. And I have learned, you know, it's still a slow progress. But that's it. It's the way it is, you know. So, with that being said, it's Saturday night, and talk to you in the next video.